Pride of Higara. This is Captain Soban of the fleet, Farron Shah. Looks like you could use a hand. Attention all Sobani, pick your targets and engage.
Hello everyone. Hello. This is Captain Soban. Welcome aboard the Starship Norma Prize for another episode of Star Ruler. Okay, so between episodes, I went ahead and did a bunch of designing and redesigning of our existing ships, because if I didn't do this in between episodes, this entire episode would be nothing but redesigning. So let me show you everything that I've done. So the first thing I did is I went ahead and improved our ship's size from size 7 to size 10, because I believe our economy is strong enough to handle that. I've also built some fighters and a couple new frigates and even a couple new stations that we'll be using in this episode. So let's go ahead and go through it. So since I upgraded the main ships to 10, I went ahead and kept the fighters 10 times smaller than the frigates. So we have size 1 fighters now. Our defense fighter, which is one we've had designed for a while, now has 13,900 health. That is quite a bit for a ship that small. And I think I've also increased the size of the railguns so they do more damage after rearranging all of this stuff, adjusting them from the technological improvements we have. Because as we go through our technology tree, our thrusters get more powerful, antimatter generators can produce more power, our computer cores become more capable of doing things, so you can shrink it down so you don't need as much. Fuel cells get hold more capacity, so you can shrink them. Because these are fighters, they don't really need to be fast. They're designed to go out, attack the enemy, hopefully kill it, and then make its way back and get itself refueled and rearmed, or die, because these are very small ships compared to other combat ships. So there's a pretty good chance they're going to die. But here's the defense fighter. Then I decided to make an ion version of the defense fighter, known as the ion fighter. So it just has 2 very large lasers, focus lasers, which each do 273 damage, hitting 4 times. So that's about 1,000 damage per laser if there is no armor to absorb it. So 2,000 damage per laser shot for this one. Pretty cool. I think I've also upgraded the nano armor and made it a little bit larger, so they have just slightly more armor, even though there's a pretty good chance that it's going to die if it gets targeted. With the extra armor, hopefully it'll survive a little bit better. Then we have the torpedo frigate, or torpedo fighter, which I have gave a really large torpedo base. So each one of these torpedoes do about 2,000 damage, so they'll do 4,000 damage per volley. Not too bad. And I believe I gave it enough ammo, because I don't know how long this thing is going to last in combat. I gave it enough ammo to shoot maybe 5 times. And it has to come back and get more ammo. But yeah, that's the torpedo fighter. And then all of our ships have been upgraded to size 10, and they have over 100,000 health, which is quite big. The ammo ship is over 100,000 health, which is a civilian ship, so that's really good. Assault frigate has 166,000 health, so very good. The colony ship has 79,000 health. I've also shrunk some of the colonizer stuff since the size got larger. Defense frigate has 174,000 health and 33,000 shields and 60,000 armor. Pretty good. And then this is a new ship I designed called the drone frigate, and all it is a ship with a bunch of ship bays in it, so it can dock, or it can hold a whole bunch of ships in its bay, and it can launch them whenever we need them. So I believe this drone frigate can hold 6 ships, so it can hold 6 fighters. Not too bad. And then these ones down here are different types of drone frigates. So this one's already been set to hold defense fighters. This one's already been set to hold ion fighters, and this one has torpedo fighters. The hauler's been upgraded. Has 67,000 health now and can hold 11,000 cargo. Ion cannon frigate, I did some adjustments on it. I made the ion laser focused laser, which means it has reduced range but doubled the firepower. So the focus laser now does 4,000 damage per hit, hits 4 times, so the ion cannon frigate can do 16,000 damage to the enemy per volley if the enemy has no armor. Pretty good. That's pretty good for a little ion cannon frigate. And then the miners and all that have been adjusted. I found out the formula for all the mining stuff. So for ships, metal just requires 1 ore, electronics requires 1 metal, and advanced parts requires 1 metal and 1 electronic. So the advanced units have been changed so that they require 2 metals and 1 electronic per advanced part, because we have to make the electronics and advanced parts on the ones. So these ones have gotten a pretty big buff because of just how all this stuff works. Wonder why the export deck is... Oh, never mind. I thought that said 102. It says 182. Okay. So metal exporters now make 182 metal per second. The advanced ones make 45 advanced parts per second. And the antimatter-driven electronic ones make 116. So these ones will get huge buffs from the conversions. The solar-powered ones make 15 advanced parts, 50 electronics, and I believe a 75 metal. Our solar panel technology isn't quite good enough yet to really make this advancement. They still don't really produce a whole lot of power, but it's slowly getting there. It is getting there. And then our missile destroyer has been upgraded, has 159,000 health, 35,000 armor. Each missile rack does 1,200 damage per shot, so that's probably about 8,000. No, about a little 7,200 per shot, and it shoots 10 times. So this thing, if it's going against something that has no armor, will do a little bit over 70,000 damage. Oh boy, that missile destroyer is powerful. Again, that's against something that has no armor, so civilian ships will get wiped out. Fighters will really get wiped out. Tankers hold 33,000 fuel now. Fantastic. Torpedo frigates, how much damage do these things do? 17,800. They do 18,000 per shot, so that's 36,000. Pretty freaking cool. Constructor has 133,000 health. I changed a little bit of the defense station. I took the armor out and replaced it with reactive armor. I used to have the abrasive armor, and I think that's because when I originally designed this, we didn't have reactive armor. And the main reason I decided to do that is because, well, the station has shields, and the shields are going to absorb the small impacts, where the reactive armor will be there to protect the station against large impacts. Because they automatically take 45% of the damage and they just get rid of it. It just gets absorbed into the armor. And the enemy ship has to do at least 467 damage to actually affect the armor. So I figured with those two, it would make the station really powerful. I've also changed out some of the weapons. I changed out 2 of the railguns to replace with missile racks to protect against fighter invasions. And I also, to protect against small armored ships, and then I gave a flak turret to protect against fighter invasions. So we have long-range artilleries for big ships, railguns for medium ships, missile racks for small ships, and a flak turret for fighter class. And let's see, our station now has 673,000 health, over 100,000 armor, and 71,000 shields. Not bad. Not bad at all. And then we have a couple more stations that I built. An export station, which holds a bunch of cargo, produces some fuel, and exports materials that have been docked into the ship. Because for the... Let's see if I can show you guys real quick. I want to make a base up here in this little asteroid field. So I was trying to figure out if I wanted to make a station that just takes all the cargo and exports it, or if I wanted to make something like this, a refueling station that just has a whole bunch of fuel and a bunch of buzzard ram scoops, which just gather particles around the station and convert it into fuel. And then we could just have tankers keep the main ones alive, and then the tankers, when they get low on fuel, they'll come back to the refueling station and get themselves filled up. I think that's what we're going to end up doing, because if we use the antimatter ones, we'll be able to make a lot of resources from this mining area. Okay, that's everything I did off camera. It was kind of crazy and kind of a lot of talking, but what I want to do today is I want to explore down here at these 3 areas. Actually, no, what we want to do is I forgot we haven't taken over this system yet. I want to take over these 2 systems and get them built up. We could probably bring our defense fleets up here. Yeah, we'll move our defense fleets up here. And then I want to probably get rid of our aggressive fleets once these systems get built up, replace them with the newly updated size 10 fleets, and then we can use those to wipe out these enemies. I think that's going to be our plan. And then in the meantime, I want to build a construction ship that we will be constructing refuel stations up here. Probably get like maybe 3 of them, and then start building a bunch of miners to get up here and start mining the system up here. I think that's gonna be the plan. I think that is gonna be the plan. And then I need to dock all of these ships in and get them all replaced with solar versions of them. Oh boy, we got a lot to do. Lot to do indeed. Which one around here is the... I don't think any of you have a military one. Are you military? You are military. Okay. I need you to build me a constructor. I also need to go up here. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna just scuttle all of these. Boop. And boop. Okay. And once this constructor is built, we'll give it a bunch of ammo and whatnot. We'll start construction of a refuel station, or not ammo, materials and whatnot. Construct a resource station up here. We'll build a couple haulers and get them full of materials. Bring it up here so that one can get it all done. And then, like I said, once we get about 3 refuel stations, then we'll start getting miners up here and tankers to keep that area under control. Oh boy, this one's gonna be interesting because this planet right here is a short orbit, so it's gonna be engaging these guys quite a bit. Both of these are large-sized planets, though. Okay, that one is now under our control. Let's wait for this one to get under our control. There we go. And now we need to figure out what we want to make for these. This one, I think I'm going to make this the military shipyard. So, let's get a spaceport, city, farm, scientific laboratory, planetary cannon. That's all the basics. Let's then do shipyard, planetary generator, a couple more cannons, fuel depot, cargo depot. We could probably do 2 more. And then another city, couple ammo depots, Maybe a couple bunkers. What else do we want? What are you good with? Electronics and advanced parts. We still need more electronics. We're always low on electronics. So you can focus a little bit on electronics. And then this one over here. Boop. Boop. Laboratory, planetary cannon, farm. Not necessarily in that order. And you have rich ore deposits, so I am going to make you a metal mining planet. That's all you're doing. Okay. Those guys are now under construction. I need to also build me a scout. So I can see what's going on down here. Okay, and then constructor, I need you to move up there. And then I need you to build me... you actually have a whole lot of capacity, so this will work fine. A couple of haulers. Like, we'll build 6 haulers. You get over here. I want to make you a new fleet. And then I want you to have a rally point to that fleet. There we go. Defense fleet is moving its way over to down here. These planets are slowly being developed. Cool. How are we doing on Empire-wide now? Second on military, 6th on colonization, still second on research. There is one faction that's doing better research than we are, which is fine. Not too worried about that. Do. These guys, I think, are... Yeah, they're really out of date. I haven't really upgraded any of these. Do. Let's go ahead and scuttle all of these. Slowly start getting rid of the entire mining system, and then we will rebuild it to where it's supposed to be. Okay, so it looks like this system is owned by Dark Blue, and again, he doesn't have any defenses. He just has planets. Okay. Once we get this sector under control, we'll make our way down here and take care of that one. In the meantime, let us keep on exploring and see what the other ones are. Our constructor is now constructing a refueling station. We need a crap ton of metal. Cool. So let's go ahead and, what are you doing? Cannot transfer materials. Just get over here. Quit being weird. Ooh, okay. This is interesting. So this area down here is still unclaimed, and it looks like red and yellow are going to be starting to fight over the system. And another red, or pink, red, and yellow are going to fight over the system. Interesting. Alright, let's go scout out the other one. In the meantime, I am currently getting rid of all of my miners here at this system and getting ready to replace them with size 10 units. And our constructor is 30% done with the refueling station. It just needs a lot of metal and a few more electronics. So I am building up a fleet of haulers. Hopefully I'm trying to get them all to get some metal inside their inside this. I might make an easier way to do this here in the future. I think I got them all. Oh, these ones are still trying to take metal. And then I'm going to send all these up here to this guy, drop the metal off in the constructor, and bring them back for electronics and whatnot. Good. And you're good. Okay, we are all full. So once they all get into formation, I will send all of the haulers up here to deliver the metal to the constructor. And then hopefully we can get that station going, and then getting a couple of tankers and what do you call them? Miners up here. To get all that going. Get our economy going a little bit better. But yeah, I've been cutting a lot of this out because all I'm doing is just going around managing these little guys and not really doing a whole lot. This guy is getting pretty close to being developed. We have 8 out of 26. He's building his planetary shield generator. This one has got his defenses up, and now he's building all the metal mining complexes. Fantastic. I don't think these guys are going to get close enough to engage, but this guy gets close enough to them, they'll definitely engage. Oh, and again, this third system still has a couple of remnants protecting it, which means the AI actually aren't going to actively try to take this one over. Okay, good to know. The AI is trying to take these systems over at the moment. So that is good to know. And honestly, I think we have enough units here to where we can actually just take over the system. Because we got 3, 4, we got 5 fleets here. A lot of these are out of date when it comes to technology, but with enough firepower, we should be able to handle these. I don't know. I'm still kind of skeptical. I want to build our new ships with the newer technology. So once this guy gets completely developed, that's what we're going to do. We'll scuttle all of these defensive fleets, and then we'll start building new fleets. Well, we'll build the new fleet first, and then we'll scuttle these, because we want to make sure that we still have the major amount of strength in this sector. Oh my, this is going to be a complete war zone over here. Red has one city, or one planet. Orange has 2, and pink has 1. It's gonna be a complete war zone. It's gonna be amazing. Also, I think most of these factions are like, yeah, they're all the way up here on the other side of the galaxy. So you can tell that they're still trying to get some of the neutral factions, and it's gonna just be a point where everything is just gonna kill each other. It's gonna be pretty cool. Ooh, we unlocked a matter generator. Interesting. What the heck do you do? I mean, I can probably guess what it does, but I am slightly curious of what the heck a matter generator would do. Oh, okay. It converts power into fuel and ammo for the ship. Okay. Very, very interesting. That's another way that we can have ships that have unlimited fuel and ammo this late in the game. Very, very interesting indeed. But in the meantime, I'm probably not going to use that because that to me feels a little bit cheaty. I am building a bunch of solar-powered electronic miners that are going to hopefully get our electronics booming, because our electronics are falling behind compared to the other three. we're still like, we need so many electronics. It's so funny. I do wish. Now, the one thing I do wish they kind of did with matter generators, instead of making it to where you take power and convert it to fuel and ammo, they just made it and they convert power into ore. So that you can deposit ore back on planets and whatnot. Because once we get to a certain point, your planets are going to run out of ore, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just means that they're going to not produce as much metal as quickly, because I think they get a 50% penalty when they run out of ore. So what they could do, and I'll probably do this in a mod of mine, is make it to where matter generator produces ore, and then that way you can use these. And get rid of the mining lasers and just put matter generators on them, and then the metal generators will convert ore into metal and then electronics and advanced parts if you need it, instead of just converting it into fuel and ammo. I might make a mod that does that. I think that would be pretty cool. Alright, so our haulers have made it up here. Let's see if we can get them to... Oop, I only want you. Transfer all of your metal here to that ship. We'll do this one at a time. How many do you need? You need 122,000 metal. So yeah, it might actually take a couple of trips to get all this going. You actually don't have any on you. The freak, man. No. I don't want you to retrofit. I want you to transfer all of your metals. There we go. Same thing with you. Transfer all of your metals. Okay, so we didn't quite have enough metal because a couple of these weren't all the way full yet. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring these guys back down here. We'll get them filled up at this planet because this one holds... That one actually doesn't hold a whole lot. There should be one down here. Oh my god, you hold a lot and you're also not transferring everything. Alright, you are being wasteful, my friend. Actually, I think you're just transferring enough, but you definitely need another spaceport because you have 11 metal mining complexes. All right. I guess we could remove one of you. Yeah. Remove one of you. And then build me another spaceport. And we can come down here and gather all the ore from that guy. So cool. And these plans are now developed. So I want to go ahead and build a new... let's go with assault frigate fleet. 12, and then tankers we'll go with maybe 3 and 2 ammo ships. And in the meantime, where is my assault fleet? You? Leave fleet and scuttle here. And once this fleet is built, we'll use the assault fleet to wipe out these guys, because they should be able to handle them. Okay, now we really got the mining empire rolling over here. Got about half the system mining at the moment. There's just so many asteroids to mine that system. But anyways, I also had to put a lot more spaceports on this planet because I didn't realize how much mining you do with metal mining complexes now this late in the game. This planet is generating over 6,000 metal per second, which is fantastic. And it increased its export rating because it was just sitting here maxed out on metal. I'm just like, why isn't anything happening? Yeah. So anyways, you guys, I need to continue to grab these haulers and get their metal up. I have like one or two of them with electronics in it, and they're a little confused right now. As it turns out to be. Are all of you actually full? Cool. I think the order actually worked. I think every single one of these haulers are full. Cool. So I can send you up here so we can get this refuel station going, and then we can build antimatter driven miners in here, which will generate a whole lot more than the solar powered ones. There are a ton of asteroids in this field, and a lot of them are really, really large compared to what you find in the solar system. So this will also give a big boost to our economy. And how are we doing on the assault frigate production? We're up to 9. We actually, I think we just built another one. So we have 10. I'm building 2 more assault frigates, and then that need to build the support units, the tankers and ammo ships, and then we will be ready to engage this planet here. 12 assault frigates upgraded to size 10 with 166,000 health should be able to withstand a lot more of those planetary cannons. I also need to make a repair ship as well. A ship with just a bunch of repair beams on it to keep the fleet alive. But that's a design for the future when we actually really start getting into military combat. Okay, the fleet is pretty much ready. So we're gonna go ahead and engage this planet, see if we can take it over. These guys are running out of fuel, which is really dumb, because we do have tankers, but I think they're doing the thing where they're doing the fun glitch. So you boys get back here. Guys, actually, this fleet is supposed to be dead anyways. So let's go ahead and disband that fleet and just scuttle that place. Yeah, tankers still do that for some weird reason. Or even though... Oh, I think it's because I don't have these tankers aren't set to fetch fuel when they get low on fuel. Because they were a defense system. Okay. Never mind. How are we doing up here? You should be just about ready to go. You need a little bit more advanced parts. So I need to find my advanced parts hauler. There you are. And I want you to transfer not a whole lot, like maybe 1,000 advanced parts. I think that's all you need. Yeah, not even that. That should get the refuel station constructed. In the meantime, we have our assault fleet down here, being ready to engage this planet. Curious to see how much damage those things do now. Not much at all. It barely even went through the armor. Fantastic. Two shots and it took down probably 3 pieces of our armor. Nice. Be sure to face them. There you go. There you go. The buildings are slowly being destroyed. Armor is down. So now it's starting to hit the subsystems. It survived 4 shots. Once it got through the armor, it was easy for it to die. Not bad though. Not better than it was. But now all of the buildings are slowly dying. So now I can go over here, grab, nope, not the defense station, our colony ship. Get ready to bring it over here. Here we go, colonize planet. You boys stay there. In the meantime, we got our refuel station constructed. Awesome. Cool. So now I can move you over here. Build another refuel station. And then let's build ourselves a tanker. I don't know why I built that on you. You're not a shipyard. Actually, none of these are really shipyards. Okay, well, whatever. Build me a tanker. Once that's constructed, we'll move it up here, and then we will start building a couple of miner ships so we can start mining this asteroid field. It's going to be fantastic. Boop, boop, boop. Disband. Scuttle. Yeah, we can scuttle all of these now because we have defense stations guarding this planet. Which we should build a couple on this one too. So I want you to disband as well. And scuttle. And same thing with you. Disband and scuttle. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Things are slowly looking up. And we have probably, I would say, close to 50%, maybe 60% of this area currently being mined. Fantastic. Need to continue to expand that more, so we can mine this entire system. And that will really, really boost our economy. We still need electronics. Electronics is still our weakness. I think a lot of my buildings, a lot of my upgrades require electronics. So we're still making a net positive, but we're not gaining as much as, we don't have as much of a net positive as the other ones, I don't think. Like, let's take a look at this. Yeah, we are gaining, we have 8,600 advanced parts coming in. We're consuming like 90 at the moment, and we have about 8,800 electronics coming in. We are making just as many electronics as advanced parts. That's kind of crazy. And we're making 31,000 metal, which most of that is one of the metal mining areas. And this one has the same problem as the other one had, where we are making 377 metal per second. We have 14 of those on, so we're making probably 5,000, 6,000, but we're only exporting 2,400. So I need to remove like 4 of those and build me a bunch more spaceports. There we go. And then that should boom our metal production. Okay, and then you build me another refueling station. We'll bring these guys down here so we can get that under construction. Where is our tanker? There you are. Tanker, you move up here. And then I need you to build me 2 metal exporters. Maybe we'll do 5 electronics. And maybe 1 of, we'll do 3 normal, 5 electronics, and 1 advanced. is advanced parts is the one that we honestly really don't need. We have a really good advanced part economy now. We need more electronics, which I would probably need to go through all of our planets, especially the ones that specialize in electronics, and kind of get them focused a little bit more on it. Like for instance, your advanced components, you're producing 534 advanced components. Holy crap. And you are electronics. You're producing about 1,100. Not bad. Not bad at all. And you're staying within your range just barely, but you are within your range. You are producing a lot more advanced parts than electronics, and I think I was supposed to make you balanced. So, let's go ahead and remove one of those. Build yourself a electronic factory. Balance you out a little bit more. Good, you are also, you're taking a long time to get this stuff built. So, we'll build this stuff at a shipyard. You don't take so long. We got the third planet colonized. I'll take a look at it in a moment. Just make sure we're doing the right amount of balance here. You need another spaceport. You're not importing enough metal. Doobie-doo. So let's go ahead, let's remove one of your cannons and replace it with a spaceport. There we go. And for this planet, what do we want? Could make you electronics focus, because again, that is still our weakness. We need more electronics. Yeah, let's do that. So, let's do spaceport, city, farm, laboratories, and planetary defense cannon. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, boop. And actually, let's do that. That will be better. Okay. And let's see how you do once you get another spaceport. I probably need to go back through this sector and just make sure that they're not maxing out like this one is. This one is maxing out. It's not able to import enough metal to really keep up with production. So let's go ahead and remove you. Build you a spaceport. That will be a little bit more balanced. And what are you? You are electronic factory. And you're doing pretty good. Everything's balanced. You're within capacity. Bringing in 1,000 electronics. You're bringing in 500 of those. And what are you? You're balanced between the two, and I think this one's just metal. Okay. There we go. Now metal is climbing up from when it needs it. You're producing 1,000 electronics. Nice. So now our income for electronics is it's about 10,000. Cool. And I want you to build me. Let's go of 1, 2. I think it was gonna be 3, 5. Nope, not solar powered. We want 1 advanced. Okay. Oh my. There's a big ship flying around. A Guardian class cruiser. Okay. And we'll send these guys up here to do mining at our new outpost. Now there's a possibility we might build a what do you call them? A defensive station up here as well. Haven't quite decided if I want to do that yet. Whew, red kind of terrifies me. This is a size 34 cruiser with 807,000 health. That's one ship. Whew. Their technology and their ship sizes are getting pretty ridiculous. This is bigger than my stations, and it has more health than my stations. Yeah, red is gonna be difficult to beat. I'm looking forward to do those matches. Okay, so now we have a little bit of a mining outpost going on up here. So we have a couple of our antimatter driven miners with a little refuel station that's going to generate fuel for them, and a little tanker who is somewhere around here. There you are. You get over here. So once they get low on fuel, the tanker will supply resources, and then I also need to tell my tanker to I need you to automatically fetch fuel. Nope, not food, fuel. And you're below 70% of your capacity. That way it will come over here to the refueling station, get itself refueled, and then it will supply fuel to the antimatter guys who will be producing a lot of materials for us, which is going to be fantastic. Now let me make sure these things are working correctly. Electronic does look like he's working correctly. The normal metal one should be working right, and the advanced parts is having majority of advanced parts now. So it means it's most of the stuff it's exporting will be advanced parts. It's working the way it's supposed to. Awesome. And the haulers are now going back down here to gather more material so we can construct our second fuel station and continue to expanding our mining operations up here, which will help improve our entire economy. And is this one ready? This one has its planetary defense thing, so let's go ahead and go up here and destroy this last one here so we can take control of the sector. We're doing good. We are doing pretty good. How is our situation over here? Good. I'm going to continue expanding to try to take over all of the asteroids here. So we have a massive mining operation going in this sector. And in return, we'll continue to improve everything. We are now producing more electronics than advanced parts, which is great. Barely. We need to continue building up our electronics production. Because compared to everything else, it's still kind of lacking. But it is within, well, actually, no, it's not. I didn't realize I had almost 25 million advanced parts. In fact, we're getting close to the having more advanced parts than anything. So we need to stop investing in that and focus more on electronics and metal. And a lot of my blueprints that I make focuses more on like electronics than advanced parts. Like, let's check out the military ones. Torpedo, ion. Actually, a lot of them are kind of even on the advanced parts and stuff. Oh boy. Who is attacking us? Oh, they're not really attacking us. There's a war going on down here in this sector between 3 different computers, and all of these computers are like on the other side of the galaxy, so I don't know why they want this sector so badly, but they do. So they keep flying within my territory, and it keeps telling me I'm under attack when they're just flying by. But yeah, that's really fun. But with all of our defensive systems, our defense grids here, we're not going to have to worry about getting blockaded unless they bring a really, really large ship in. So yeah, that's gonna be annoying for a while. But once we take over this sector, I want to take this sector over and then take this one over and then this one over as well. Get control of all three of these and then make our way over in this direction. So that will probably be our main focus next mission. As we continue to expand our economy, getting this asteroid field under our control and getting mined and expanding these ones to where they are completely taking over the entire system when it comes to mining. Because I think there's a few more we can expand on this one. But this one is pretty much done. Like this one's pretty much running at high capacity. And this is I think this is orange. This is our fully updated ship. It's a cruiser, which means it's not like a super powerful ship. It's kind of like a mainline ship, but whew, their ships are large and have a lot of capacity. I wonder what research level they're currently on. I think they might have focused like primarily on upgrading their ship hulls so they can have really large ships. But anyways, let's destroy this planet. Go, go, go. So yeah, you think your ships are really powerful until you look at the AI and you realize, oh god, I'm still behind. But I know our sizes are definitely behind compared to the AI. So that's not too surprising to me. But once we get our economy booming, which it's still doing pretty good, we will definitely get our sizes larger. Because I want to make our frigates a lot larger than our fighters, so our drone frigates can hold more fighters. So we might upgrade these to like size 15 here in the future. Possibly might be doing that next episode. And again, they're just flying over our base, so not too worried about that. So we lost an assault frigate. We have destroyed a couple of their buildings. I believe their buildings now should be taking a massive amount of damage. Although, apparently they have enough cargo built on this planet to rebuild their stuff pretty quickly. Interesting. I'm hoping there's a planetary size matter generator that we can produce as well. That will allow the planets to reproduce their ore in return for maybe requiring a lot of population to run it? I don't know. There we go. There we go. Now the planet's starting to take some major damage. Down to 9, 8, 7. 7 buildings left. 6. And it is destroyed. Alright. Time to grab the colony ship that's kind of been on stasis for a while. And we will colonize this planet. Keep these guys here until we get this colonized. Then we'll be good to go. How many electronics are... Well, you're not really making any electronics at the moment because you're still being under construction. But we'll see how much he makes once he's fully developed. Okay, we now have this planet under control. Let's see what kind of planet we want to make this one. We might just make this electronic because electronic is still our weakness when it comes to producing everything. We're producing 11,000 electronics, but we're producing like 34,000 metal and about 8,000 advanced parts. We probably need to get this closer to like 20k. When it comes to like goods and luxuries and foods, I'm not really worried about this because we produce more food than we can on a planet even this size with just one farm. So food's not really a problem. And goods, we actually need to go through some of our system to get rid of some of our goods factories because we're producing way too many goods. I think we're producing 230,000 and we're only consuming 86,000. So I need to go through those and delete some of the goods factories and maybe convert them into luxuries, even though luxuries is still doing pretty darn good too, even though I haven't built a luxuries factory in like 3 or 4 systems because we've been focusing completely on economy. So let's go ahead and work on that. So boop boop, build all the basic necessities. And then I want you to be, let's go spaceport and luxuries. Let's go 8, city, spaceport, and then just, or not luxuries, electronics. I want you to just focus completely on making me electronics. Boop, boop, boop. So yeah, we'll do something like that. That's all that planet's gonna be. Okay, and then you, once you get your planetary cannon renovated, build me a defense station. And I think that's gonna be about it. I want the rest of you guys come over here and grab all the metal, if you don't mind. Take it from that planet. This planet has tons because it is a metal producing planet. We'll send all that stuff up here. And then we will continue working on our second refuel station so that we can have more of these antimatter powered miners. And as the AI continues to make its way back and forth, because for some reason, I don't know why, the AI on the completely other opposite of the galaxy really want this system. And I don't understand that at all, because it's like completely out of their jurisdiction. But yeah, I guess if that's what the AI wants to do, I'm not gonna judge them. They can waste their resources all they want. Doop, doop, doop. I think at the moment this is the only like asteroid field that we have found. I know there's more of them, we just haven't found them yet. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. We ended up taking over this entire system. We're still number 6 on colonization. We have 43 planets. We have about 9 billion population. We have 189 ships. Most of that is probably our mining ships we've been constructing. And on the next up, we are going to go down to this sector and take this one over with our military. We're going to build up our assault frigates, build up our other militaries that we kind of got rid of because they were out of date. Build a couple drones. I'm debating if I want to increase the size of our fleet even further, not just because we've been finding a lot of enemy ships that are very large, but also because I want to make our drone frigates hold more fighters. Right now they can hold 6, but I'm thinking of increasing the fleet to size 15, which will allow them to have 10 fighters. That would be really nice. They'll make the drone frigates really useful, because if we have like 6 drone frigates, they can launch 60 fighters at the enemy, then overwhelm them with numbers. I think that would be really, really cool. It's going to put a toll on our economy, but right now we are booming our all of our mining stuff right now, so I don't think that would be a bad idea. Also, fun thing that I learned when I was messing around off camera, our fighter size right now is 10.8, which means our technology is capable of having size 10 fighters, which is bigger than our current size ships. That's how small our ships are compared to our technology. So if I set this to the proper size, okay, maybe it's not exactly 10.8, it might be 10.7. Our fighters would have 172,000 health. And then if we would go to an assault frigate and make them size 100, well, let's do 100. We would have 1.91 million health according to our technology level. And if we make it the size that I want to make them, we will have 2.86 million health fighters, which means that a little ship that went by us would be completely teeny compared to these. And then stations, I might make them 4 times bigger than our frigates. I kind of want them to be large defensive stations. We might make these stations like smaller, but the defense stations, I want them to be 4 times bigger. So that would make them 600, I believe, which would give them 15.5 million health, 2.3 million armor, and 1.6 million shields. But it would cost 4.8 million of metal to construct, which is about on target. We could build like 10 of those before we run out of metal. So yeah, that's where we would be if we were in sync with our technology. But I tend to like to keep my ships smaller than normal so I can have more numbers. It backfires if you fight a ship that's very powerful, but hey, that's how I usually like to play. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you are, please leave a like. If you like what I do, consider subscribing, and I will check you guys out in the next video. Until then, this is Captain Soban signing out.
The Baker have arrived. Emergency hyperspace procedures initiated. The mothership must survive.